This is a script called My Scripts on the Little Monsters at Christmas, Part 11. The kids get trapped in a blizzard. Narrator. It's a beautiful, dry, crisp and sunny winter's day, and the kids are playing on the swing. However, after a couple of hours, Stumpy said, "Hey guys, let's go back to my house for lunch. I'm starving." Narrator. The kids looked at each other, laughed, and then looked at Stumpy, and together they said, "You're always starving, Stumpy." Narrator. They all laughed, and then they made their way to Stumpy's house for lunch. After lunch, they all went to the skate park for a bit. Then Kicker said, "I want to go into town, guys. I've been saving up my money, and I've got £250 to spend. Are you coming?" Bumpy. "I am, but I need to go home to get some money and to drop my skates and skateboard off." Creeper. "Yeah, I'm coming. I've been saving my pocket money too, and I've got only £300. Grumpy. "I'm coming too." Stumpy. "Me too." Stampy. "And me." Kicker. "Right, in that case we'll go home, drop our stuff off, get our pocket money, tell our parents where we're going, and then we'll meet at my house and go from there." Narrator. The kids took their stuff home, got their money, told their parents where they were going, met at Kicker's house and then went into town. When they got there, they went round the shops and bought some stuff. Then Stumpy said, "Hey guys, it's snowing. I think we better go home." Excuse me. Kicker. "Yeah, I agree. If it gets any worse, we don't want to be trapped in town." Stampy. "Yeah, I agree with Kicker. Come on, let's go home." Narrator. Just as the bus came, the weather suddenly got worse and the snow turned into a full-scale blizzard. When the kids got off the bus, they soon realised that they'd got off at the wrong stop and they were lost. Bumpy. "Oh no guys, we've got off at the wrong stop." Kicker. "Bumpy's right guys, we have got off at the wrong stop, and to make matters worse, we're lost." Stampy. "I think the best thing to do is to hold hands so we can stay safe." Grumpy. "Yes, Stampy's right, let's all hold hands." Narrator. They grabbed each other's hands, but they lost their grip, and they managed to grab each other's hands again. As you can imagine, they were terrified. Despite this, they kept walking in what they thought was the right direction. However, they soon realised that they were completely lost. Creeper. "Hey guys, we're even more lost now than we were before. I'm scared and I want to go home." Stampy. "Me too, but we have to keep going or we'll freeze to death." Bumpy. "Stampy's right guys, we have to keep going. If we don't want to freeze to death." Narrator. By this time it was dark and their parents were desperately worried about them. There was a search and rescue party out looking for them, but no one could find them. In town the kids got really cold and tired, but they knew they had to keep going to get home. Stumpy. "I'm cold and I'm scared." Kicker. "We're all cold and scared, Stumpy, but we have to keep going until we get home." Grumpy. "Kicker's right, Stumpy. Come on, let's hold hands again. We need to hold each other's hands really tight so we don't get separated." Narrator. The more the kids walked, the more lost they became. They had no choice but to keep going because they couldn't find anywhere safe to stop and rest. However, the more they walked, the more exhausted they became. They still kept going because they wanted to get home. They knew that their parents would be worried about them. After what seemed like forever, Creeper spotted an unused barn. Creeper. "Hey guys, look, there's an old unused barn over there. Come on, let's go in." Narrator. They went into the barn, snuggled up to each other for warmth and slept. When they woke up, the blizzard had stopped, and Grumpy said, "Hey guys, the blizzard stopped. Come on, we should set off home again before it starts again." Kicker, Grumpy's right guys. Come on, we need to go now. Narrator, the kids set off for home again, but after they'd been walking for about an hour, the blizzard started again. They knew that they had no choice but to keep going. Stampy, I think we should go back to the barn, guys. Creeper, we can't, we're too far away. We have to keep going, Stampy. We have no choice. If we don't, we'll freeze to death. Bumpy, Creeper's right, Stampy. We can't go back to the barn. We're too far away. We have to keep going. Narrator, they kept walking and walking, but they couldn't find their way home, and they couldn't find shelter anywhere either. Excuse me. After they'd been walking for quite some time, they were exhausted, wet and cold, but they still couldn't find shelter anywhere. They had no choice but to just keep going. Then Kicker spotted another old unused barn. "Look over there, guys, there's another empty barn. Let's go in. I'm tired and I can't go any further." Stumpy, I can't go any further either. Bumpy, same here, I'm so tired I can barely stand up. Grumpy, same here, I just want to go home. Creeper, we all want to go home, Grumpy, but for now we're all going to have to stay here. Narrator, the kids snuggled up together and slept again. The next day the blizzard was still going strong, and all the kids could think about was going home. By this time they were all quite weak, cold and hungry, but they still set off hoping to get home. They walked for hours, but again they couldn't find shelter, let alone their way home. Then Stampy spotted an empty house. Stampy, there's an empty house over there, guys. Come on, let's go over. Narrator, they went over to the empty house, and when they got there, the door was open, so they went in. They managed to light a fire using 2 sticks, as there was a fireplace with some logs by the side of it. They stayed there until there was a break in the weather again. Then they set off for home. After a couple of hours, the blizzard started again. By this time they were weak from hunger, very cold and totally exhausted. Stumpy, I can't walk anymore, guys. Kicker, we're all exhausted, Stumpy, but we don't have a choice but to keep going until we find shelter. Come on everyone, let's hold hands again. Narrator, they all grabbed each other's hands and they walked and kept walking until they found shelter. Bumpy, finally guys, there's another empty house right in front of us. Come on, let's go and get warm. Narrator, they went in the house, but they couldn't find anything to light a fire with. They decided to just cuddle up together for warmth. After a few hours, there was a break in the weather, so they set off for home again. After they'd been walking for a few hours, the blizzard started again. They were terrified, but they kept going, hoping to get home soon. Then Stumpy spotted a light coming from a house. Stumpy, hey guys, look, there's a house over there with a light on. Come on, let's go over. Narrator, they went up and knocked on the door. As soon as the occupants saw the state of them, they took them inside. They had 2 kids, a girl and a boy, who were around the same age as them, so they gave them some dry, warm clothes to put on. They fed them and gave them a hot chocolate each. They were crying, and Bumpy said in between tears, "We want to go home to our parents. They'll be really worried about us." The lady, Margaret, "You're safe here for now, sweetheart. I promise you all that no harm will come to you. As soon as the weather clears and it's safe for us to drive, I promise we'll take you all home." Kicker, please can we phone our parents to let them know that we're safe and we're okay? The man, Mick, you can't, sweetheart, because the lines are down. Narrator. They stayed with the family for a whole week and then one day they got up and the blizzard had stopped and it was now raining. Grumpy. Please can you take us home now? Mick. No we can't, Grumpy, because it's still not safe to drive. I tell you what though guys, the phone lines are working again so you can all phone your parents to let them know that you're safe and you're okay. Narrator. They all phoned their parents and as you can imagine their parents were crying with relief. They all spoke to the couple who were looking after the kids. The couple assured them that as soon as it was safe they would take the kids home. The kids stayed with the couple for a few more days. Then they called their parents to let them know that they were going home. As soon as the kids saw their parents, they ran straight into their arms crying. Excuse me. And they thanked the couple for looking after them. Their parents also thanked the couple for looking after them and keeping them warm and safe. They all exchanged phone numbers and addresses and promised to keep in touch with each other. Margaret. Believe it or not, we're actually moving to this estate in the new year and our kids will be going to your school. Narrator. Within a few days the kids were back to their normal selves, singing silly songs, playing pranks on people and getting into mischief. For the rest of the winter they were too scared to go into town in case there was another blizzard and they lost their way again. Stumpy. I'm not going into town again, not until winter's over with, in case there's another blizzard and we get lost again. Grumpy. Neither am I. I never want to go through anything like that again, ever in my life. Bumpy. Neither do I. I've never been so scared in my entire life. Kicker. Same here. Stampy. Same here. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Creeper. Me too, Stampy. Narrator. To be honest, the kids' parents didn't want to let them out of their sight. After what happened, who could blame them? End of part 11. Hope you like it, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye.